Zila, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed?
Of course. Leave it.
While you do that, I'll head back to the...
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya?
I'm...
She's exhausted. Quick!
Right. I almost forgot. Let's settle then. Leave.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? You drew the Amber Lord's gaze? Right at that moment? That's too much of a...
He probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing...
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Natasha! Oleg! Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing...
You bet. Maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably...
We were there at the fight.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure.
Cocolia. In order...
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Thank you. I can't even imagine. What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so...
Good.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl, she sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld...
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted.
Breathe freely. March, Donhung, and you. Can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope. Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of Underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's. Those kids better not have taken advantage of the chaos to go on an expedition.
Just to play hide and...
Miss March!
Since when did I become Miss March? Hey, it wasn't like I wanted...
Actually, I sort of...
Aha! Gotcha! Huh? You should be happy it's us and not Natasha. If she had...
I guess so.
What about your integrity, huh? You brought the other kids out.
I did not! The moles hold them. Fine.
Okay. Hide and seek update. Astral.
Celebrate while you can. Anyway, enough about hide and seek. You came all this way to...
Uh-huh.
Look. Hey! Wipe your tears, Julian! You three, listen up.
Rivals? Why the heck are we rivals?
Hook and Julian always wanted to defeat the... But it sounds like you grown-ups just stole their... You think we're gonna...
Sit up and take...
Yeah!
So that's why you were so silent.
And?
Training every day? Listening to the old witch? Well, that really... Julian, Alina, let's run! Alina...
Mr. Yang put it nicely, but the reality there I was getting excited to...
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still,
So, should we
we should tell Bronya when the time's right.
It's getting late. Where to now?
Well, are you hurt? Let me take a look. Is everyone all right? Thanks for your help. I'm flattered. Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Bronya doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of—
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire.
Outsiders.
How did you know that was—
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkin—
Its language module must have malfunctioned.
Outsiders are friends of Clara.
You have visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables. There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability. The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March! Everyone! Thank you so much! I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now... Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
That's our Bronya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
It's getting late. Where to now?
You made it. I thought you were about to...
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
I smell it too. For Oleg and I, but for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by... I'm sorry. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. And when you're ready...
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable. Ah, it's you! The liberators of the underworld! You're the first... Relax, relax! In all my 20 years on the job, there were only ever... Anyway, none of them were serious. So, ready to climb aboard? Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys...
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells...
Less rust and geomarrow particles. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on.
Let's
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is... Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone. You are excellent fighters. I'd love to have you provide training for the guards, but I know you have places to be. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon.
Uh-huh. That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope...
Look, there's a crowd gathering over there. Is the address starting soon?
Looks like it.
Guards, formation!
Whoa, this must be...
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for you...
People of Belobog, today we gather here to celebrate our victory. But it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Kokolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moment, the order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's people of the underworld. I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of but I want us to work together. And on that note, I'd like to... Most of you were not aware of They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath, I firmly believe that with the determination of... But before we accomplish that goal, I, Bronya Rand...
Lady Bronya! Lady...
March, Don Hung, and you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. Oh, she was there. She just made sure no one could see her. Azila is still new to the vastness of the overworld. She feels uncomfortable in a big crowd.
That was some speech, Branya. If I had to talk like that in front of a...
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with the people. But I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna...
Which means the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, I know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, we will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years. So long, my friends. May the
Congrats! That was one heck of a first...
Worth celebrating, I'd say. 2.5?
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring...
Anyway, we should... Equally unforgettable, I'm sure. Anyway, don't worry. Let's go for one more round in the administrative... Branya said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for? Here we are! Everwin... Oh, Pela and Hook are here too! Let's make sure we get them in the back... Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there? Didn't your parents It's you three!
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Photo! This feels like one of my
photo. Oh, I remember. When I was...
Over here, Clara. pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skill.
Huh? Am I...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as...
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from me.
Huh? I understand.
Thanks, Mr. Vol. Big brother. March, if you have time.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for... Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that...
Come around and have a look.
At the end of your journey, all that perplexes you
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sam! Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? No. I'm in no... Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sempo Kaski will catch them for the next one. Time to make to you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Don Hung.
Morning! How did you sleep? But the beds here are so...
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go.
Yeah. Well...
Nothing last.
Hey! I'm not...
Welcome home, you three.
Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you. I'd say it's a solid 5 stars.
Get some rest on the express. Yarilo 6. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination...
That's right.
That's the path of the nameless, I presume. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here.
I'll head back to my room then.
There I was thinking this guy...
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation while you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here.
The express crew tread. The universe is vast. Thank you for becoming our companion. Welt may be better equipped to answer that, but I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important, the firm and honest support she gets from people around her, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless... Sure, oftentimes those who are involved in his... Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the express this whole friends look after each other. The same goes for us nameless. Please remember, no matter... Klapoth the Preservation is known for their... indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started, and one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon is a Stellaron. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian... On the flip side, we can't judge Cocolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Sure, ask away. We've got... It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herda, has... When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for... That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. But this brief window should allow the people on this planet to... You're most welcome.
So, your first trail, be it joy or pain, success, it seems you have something on your mind. Is that so? Well, I think you did the... I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger. This goes to show how much of a difference... I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Yarilo 6 is more profound than... But the balance of power is as intangible as it may sound. I, too, wish to go with you. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. Himeko was calm from the very beginning. And she was right. I really need... Likewise. Get some sleep.
stability.
Good to see you too.
Spatial readout. Star Rail stability keeps rising.
The numbers have stabilized.
Oh, welcome back to the Express. You've accomplished your trailblazer. Don't worry about it. Yarilo 6 probably doesn't. Don't forget, the destination will be announced at the navigation meeting. For now, get some rest. Thanks to you, the Space Fisher is healing up. As for the coaches, Pom-Pom's checked every... Oh, Pom, here you go.
Thank you, conductor.
Right away. To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the Express, for your safety, please don't leave your seat until the
Thank you.